So we're at the point where we have put one, we've got all of our groups here, and we've put one basic shape into each group. Your project should look very, right, first I'm gonna close these. I actually did some work on this, but I need to hide all the detail stuff that I did, because those are details. All right, so that's the one basic shape for the house. And then again, for the tree, there's one basic shape right there. The shape obviously doesn't really give any details as to what your picture is. It's just the first step. All right, so now you want to start opening up each group and you want to start adding details to each group. And so if I want to go to the tree, let's start with the tree. No, I'll start with the car. I kind of feel like starting the car. All right, car, there's the basic shape right there. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep this, I'm going to turn this on, this reference photo on. I'm going to zoom into the car. Now you're not trying to trace it all perfect. All the shapes you make should overlap other shapes. Everything overlaps everything. And I'll explain what that looks like when I make another shape here. So to make another shape, simply click the create a new layer, and you can title it. What do I want to title it? I want to title the title it the front. Oh, title it, excuse me. Front area. Grab the polygonal lasso tool. What? I'm going to use my tablet. Feel free to use a drawing tablet if you want. I am going to use the polygonal lasso tool. Right? What? Go away.
I have a question. I don't know what
Okay. Okay, the polygonal lasso. I have a hard time with my tablet. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to draw out basic shape. Oh, this thing is acting really weird. All right, forget. Oh, I didn't select the layer. Yeah, but that thing is acting really weird right now. All right, boom. All right, here we go. All right, so I'm going to draw this shape. We call it the front bumper. I'm gonna actually select the opposite. I'm gonna hold down the Alt key. That way, this thing won't be in the selection. Notice how I'm not trying to make the selections perfect. And then I'm going to turn the reference photo. No, I'll leave it on. I'm going to press the eyedropper, and that is I for the eyedropper. And I'm going to choose, try not to think about it as like you're matching the colors of your project, because it's not really supposed to be like that. And I'll show you what I mean after I choose. You know what? I'll start by clicking the blue-gray, and I'll show you what happens. I'm going to turn this off now. I'm going to fill it. Again, Shift and the F5 key. Boom. Window D. You are not allowed to leave a shape unblended. You have to use the blending modes on every single shape that you draw. And to access the blending modes, again, is right here at the top of the layers palette where it says normal. Click. And I think I would probably go with something. No. Saw something lighter in here. This part really doesn't matter because you can go back and change these. I like linear dodge. No, I like linear dodge. So you see now that you put on a blending mode, you can see through that shape. That's what I mean by you have to be able to see through the shapes. But what I'm also going to do is follow my cursor right here, and I'm going to reduce the opacity of that layer as well, because it kind of felt a little bit too strong, like too bright. So I'm going to dumb it down a little bit. Okay, press enter. And then what I'm going to do right away, obviously it still doesn't look like the car that I want it to look like. However many layers in a group that you need to make and however many shapes you need to make until you're satisfied is completely up to you. So I'm going to create another layer. I suppose you don't have to title everything, but I'm going to title this windshield, like a windshield. Okay, did I spell that wrong? I don't know. I don't know. All right, I'll do this last shape. It's not going to be perfect. All right, again, I'm just going to pick a random color. You know what? I'll prove it to you. I'm going to pick green. I'm going to grab green from the grass. Blink. There it goes right here. Turn off the reference photo. Shift and the F5 key to fill. Now I'm going to blend that. And it doesn't look like any of these are going to look good. Wait. Maybe that one. Hey, maybe. And then what I'm going to do again is I'm going to take down the opacity right here. So I've got two things going. I've got a blending mode on it, and I've also I can also control the opacity, how much we see that layer. So I'm going to zoom out. That's what I've got going on right now. Of course, I'm going to do some more work on the grille, the front bumper area, the lights, so that we can really tell that it's a car. But I'm going to back out of here and show you the details that I've added to the house. So here, I've added, turn this off. So what do we got here? House. There it is. All right, so I'll just turn them on one by one. The basic shape is that. That doesn't look like a house, does it? No, I'm going to add that. Starting to look like something. That's got a blend mode of difference. Boom. Got the garage doors. That's got a blend mode hard mix. Boom. More roof stuff. Notice how it's not all nice and neatly traced. That's not what we're going for. Every layer has to have an opacity reduction and or a blending mode. More details. Front area is starting to look like a house now. Really looking like a house now. I'll just turn on these three. Okay. One and two. And that's what I have so far. And I probably will add not too many more layers. You don't want to overkill it. You don't add too much detail. If you add too much detail, it just ruins the look of the project. I might even leave it at that. Let me show you what I did to the tree. I haven't done much, actually. Boom. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 is kind of, I need to bring down the opacity on 4. A little too much blue on that. Or change the blending mode. So it's tricky. It's a balance between not enough and too much. That's really what it comes down to. So that is the end of this screencast, of this demonstration on how to start adding details to your groups. Thanks.
You are now manually breathing.
You what?
You are now manually breathing.
Ah, yes. Yeah, did you feel that? Yeah, you did. Go ahead.